Hello there gamers, it's me Frosty. Games, like people, go missing all the time. See, here's where I'd keep my copy of Gex. If I had one. One recent game that has gone missing is Metroid Prime 4. Metroid was supposed to get a game on the Switch. I know, crazy Nintendo making new games for the Switch. But what on earth happened to it? And is it still coming? Find out next on whatever this is, this video. Find out next in this video. The Metroid franchise has laid dormant for, actually, only 4 years, as a remake of Metroid Samus's Return released on 3DS in 2017. But Metroid Prime has laid dormant for 14 years. In those 14 years, I have graduated kindergarten, graduated high school, and probably peed the bed at least once. But 14 years is typically too long for a franchise to go without a title, especially when fans are begging for one. So, what happened to Metroid Prime 4? The original Metroid Prime games were developed by Retro Games, but when Nintendo finally decided to start work on another Metroid Prime title, they chose to go with Bandai Namco. Well, we can add this to the list of the many mistakes Nintendo has made recently, right beside allowing SNL to make that Wario sketch, the Wii U. The game was announced in 2017 at E3, and all seemed well. Reggie, yeah, remember that lovable guy? He said the game was doing just fine, until it wasn't. Despite Bandai Namco working on the game with many members of the LucasArts staff that had worked on the cancelled Star Wars 1313, Nintendo didn't like what they had made and parted ways with the studio, leaving Metroid Prime 4 in a state of limbo. Until Nintendo went crawling back to Retro Games to restart production. Retro Games has been working on Metroid Prime 4 since 2019, and they have kept us well informed by not informing us on anything. We have hardly heard anything about this game from Nintendo since the dev swap in 2019, until recently. Retro Games had a job application for storyboard artists with the hopes of finding a talented artist who could work on emotional and interesting and innovative scenes that elevate the narrative. So here's my application. It's Samus and Sonic holding hands. They're elevating the story because they're up on some mountains, and it's emotional because they're in love. But yeah, that's literally all we know. But I do have some good news. E3 2021 is coming up in a couple weeks, and it's safe to assume that after 4 years with no updates, Nintendo is gonna give us at least something to tie us over. But who knows? Maybe we will never get Metroid Prime 4. But if Nintendo wants to make my beautiful Sonic and Samus game, I'm down to help. I'll call Sega, we can get them on board. This will be the best game ever.